Hello students, today we are going to discuss what electromagnetic induction is in terms of the famous Faraday's laws and Lenz's law, and of that we will be having a very practical experimental touch. So for this, as less equipment as possible we'll be using. There's one coil, see there's a wire wound over just a cylindrical structure, so that a solenoid like a coil is formed, and inside that a magnet can be moved to and fro as is possible. So for that purpose we will be using some magnets. We will make a magnet to and fro inside that. So here we will be using let us say some magnets we will be using, and only one magnet is sufficient, but we are having three magnets here. We will be using one compass needle. It's a magnetic needle, and with the fluctuation of this needle, whether the magnetic field direction is changing or not, we can judge. And if I keep it here, what direction it generally shows is the horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field. We will be using another magnet also, the same magnetic needle, but the difference is here we are having a coil wound over it, so that if a current is flowing through the coil, because of the current is flowing in the coil, and the magnetic field will be induced, and due to that magnetic field whether the needle is getting impacted or not, we will be going to check. We'll be using one small battery, normal cell, torch cell you are seeing, 1.5 cell, 1.5 volt battery. So using this we will be checking whether if we give a current flow also, whether magnetic field is getting induced or not. So before going into electromagnetic induction also, let me give you a small touch, understanding regarding the Coulomb's law, which says the force similar poles repel each other, whereas the opposite poles attract each other. That is, south-south if we'll bring together, there should be repulsion. If we'll bring north-south together, there should be attraction, and the other way around. And suppose this is the north pole, okay, and if I am taking the north pole near this, north pole should be repelled by the north pole and south pole should be attracted, right? Let us see what happens. So this was the north pole got repelled and south pole got attracted. Fine, north pole towards north pole we did, south pole to south pole if I bring, same thing will happen. South pole should be repelled and north pole should be attracted. Let us see, it's happening, right? Now the fact that a magnetic field can be impacted by another magnetic field only, that is happening with this needle or not, let us see. This needle, as you can see, is fluctuating a little. It's because of various factor, but let's have a little patience. In a very few seconds only it become constant in a particular position, and that position is showing the north-south direction of the Earth's magnetic field. If I bring a magnetic needle here, this red side what you are seeing is the north side and the other is south side. If I bring the north pole of a magnet near this should be repelled, so this should alter and the south should be attracted. Let us see the same thing happens or not. I am bringing a north pole towards this. Did you see the fluctuation of the needle? South pole is coming towards the north and north pole has been repelled, right? And that will happen again. It's fluctuating because of many factors, and it will align itself after some time. You see, the south will remain towards the north pole of the magnet and north will remain towards the south pole of the magnet. Why it is happening so? The Earth's magnetic field, the component of Earth's magnetic field, the horizontal component at this point of the Earth's magnetic field is a vector quantity, and what is the field produced by this north pole is another vector quantity. So these two vector components combined effect is being observed here. What you are seeing, the combined magnetic fields effect you are seeing. And if I remove this magnet again, it will be aligned according to the north pole and the south pole of Earth only. So how it was there initially, again that will happen. You look at the magnetic needle carefully. I am removing the magnet. See, again when I removed it completely, it is taking its original position back. However, it is fluctuating a little because of it's very light and there are other factors. So after some time, have a little patience, it will come back to its original position exactly. What Faraday's law says is, if I am taking a solenoid structure, that means a wire is wound on a cylindrical structure. Inside that, if I take one magnet, inside that if I take a magnet and move it inside it, then a current will be generated in the coil. When it will happen, let us see. Now look at this magnetic needle again. It is aligned already as per the horizontal components of Earth's magnetic field. But when I bring the magnetic needle here, if I fluctuate in between this, you can see if I take in this direction, the needle is moving in one direction. If I take back, the magnet is moving in opposite direction. Can you see it? Are you convinced that because of this magnetic field is out of, we are not able to see, actually it's coming out of north to south. Okay, you can remember it from one experiment what you did in earlier classes. We took one magnet and kept one surface, transparent surface, maybe a glass place, glass slab, let us say, and we had iron fillings on that. There was one side was north, one side was south, and we tapped the surface, and when we tapped the surface we saw that all the iron fillings got aligned in some particular direction, right? And we called that magnetic lines of a force. You remember? The same thing happens whenever you are taking a magnet here. Those magnetic field lines are coming in contact with the coil surface area, okay? And if the number of field lines which are in contact with the surface area of the coil is increasing or decreasing, anyway, if there is a change, there is a rate of change, if the magnetic field lines in contact with the electric coil is changing, then a current flows in this circuit, and because of that current a magnetic field is generated, and that magnetic field is affecting this. This is said by Faraday's law. I'll tell you in proper format what it says, but overall the summary of Faraday's law is that. Now, are you convinced that if I bring the magnet, because of this change of position of this magnet, a current is flowing in the coil, and because a current is flowing in the coil, a magnetic field is generated, and because of that the magnetic needle is being changed, the magnetic needle is being affected, and it is changing its position. Are you convinced with that? You are not convinced, because some of you or most of you may be having the doubt that even if this coil solenoid was not there, with the motion of a magnet this could happen, right? That can be proved. See here, if I keep the magnetic field here, it is fluctuating because of many other factors, as I said you, but it will remain in a particular direction. That means no magnetic field is affecting it. It is coming to constant. That means no magnetic field is affecting it. That means no current is flowing in this. But when it happens, when I change the position of the magnet, then only the needle is getting deflected, and it's deflected in opposite direction. You see, if I take it inside, it is deflected in from this side. If I'll see clockwise direction, if I'll take it, it comes in the anti-clockwise direction. That means only when the magnetic field lines in touch with the coil are changing, then only a current is being flowing in the solenoid coil, and that creates a magnetic field, and that magnetic field in turn affects the magnetic field of the needle, because of which it is fluctuating. Now for this we have to wait for a lot of time till the magnetic needle come to rest, then only we have to move it and see again it's happening or not, right? We can see it directly from another experiment also. Well, simply what we do is, this is also a coil of a different shape. See, this magnetic needle, in this one coil is wound over it already, and two ends are coming out. Okay, now within this, if a current is flown, direct a current is given, and then if the needle will fluctuate, we can be sure that okay, whenever a current is flowing through the coil, then a magnetic field is generated there. Now you can see that the north pole is showing this is aligned already with the horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field at this point. If I connect a battery, you see what happens. If I connect this end with the battery, a current will flow in the coil, and will that affect the direction of it? You see carefully the needle. If I'll touch it, did you see? If I don't touch it, it is aligning itself with the Earth's magnetic field. But if I touch it, if a strong current is flowing in the current, that is creating a magnetic field, and that is causing the deflection. Can you see it? If I leave it, it's aligning itself with the Earth's magnetic field. Now, if you observe it very closely, you should come across one question. The moment when a current flows through this, it fluctuates very fine. The moment I connect it, a current flows through the conductor, it changes the direction, it fluctuates very sharply. However, if I keep touching it like that, still current is flowing, right? But again it is getting fixed to a particular direction only, right? If I take it out, then also it's fluctuating, and if I connect it again, see, whenever current is flowing in that, or it's just not flowing, that means from 0 to maximum current it is changing, or from maximum current to 0 it is changing, then only the needle is fluctuating. That means then only magnetic field is induced. Even if it is changing once, see, even if it is changing once, then it is coming gradually to a constant point only. That means even if a constant current is flowing in the coil, that doesn't affect the magnetic needle. It proves that only when current is changing, then only magnetic field is getting induced, otherwise not. Even if a constant current is passing in the coil, that doesn't generate any magnetic field induction. Now see again with this coil, let me connect it with this. Now you carefully see the needle direction. It is showing a particular direction, and as you know, this is aligning itself with the horizontal components of Earth's magnetic field. Now if I will take a magnet, bar magnet, through this, the rate at which I'll change the magnetic field lines which are in contact with the coil, with that rate the magnetic needle will fluctuate. Please observe it carefully. See, it is still now, because I am making it a constant. Now let me say I am moving it. So see, when this is changing, then only it is moving, but when this is constant, again that is coming to rest. See, and I moved, it moves. If I move it, it moves. If I move, it moves. Now you can see clearly that it changed from its original position back, but where it changed, that remained there only. Okay. Now again, if I move it, then only it changes. Again it comes to its original position. Again you can see it clearly. Observe one more thing. When I take the north pole, it moved anti-clockwise direction, right? If I take the south pole into this, it moved in the opposite direction, clockwise here, opposite direction, right? From this we can conclude few things. When we move the magnet in or out of a coil, the needle gets deflected in different directions. Another thing what we observed, when we insert the north pole of bar magnet into the coil, the needle gets deflected in the negative direction or in a particular direction, whereas if we insert the south pole, the opposite direction, the needle deflects in the opposite direction. This number of turns of the coil, if is increased, then also the deflection will increase. Now this is a manufacturing thing. If we'll design another coil with a double number of turns, let us say, if we'll take one one solenoid with double number for turns, then the magnetic field it is generating will be doubly strong. So the details of Faraday's law, Lenz's law, and the derivation of the EMF, how much is getting generated, to understand that in detail, you can continue to my explanation on the board.